Hi, I'm Ava Divine, and you're watching Ava Divine's Bad Advice. I'm not a licensed therapist or physician, but I am an expert, or shall I say, sexpert, at giving bad advice. With me is the one and only Kyle Ward, my personal trainer and men's physique competition, Mr. Nevada, that's a long title, Mr. Nevada State Physique Champion.
The second
Let's
part,
have a round
really.
of applause.
Yeah, thank you.
That was a tongue
Good job
twister.
on getting it out.
Well, I had to write. I wrote something very nice for you, so I wrote it all down. Okay, so look what I wrote up. Okay, he's all muscle and discipline.
Nice guns.
Thank you. That's all you. And I'm here to ruin it all with a little bad advice. Together we will talk fitness, mindset, sex, and whatever else we should not be talking about on a mic. So buckle up, boys and girls. It's going to be a very bumpy ride. It's Ava Divine's Bad Advice with a twist of K-Flex Fitness. How do you like that?
I love it.
Do you like that I said K-Flex Fitness at the end?
Great.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it
I like
too.
it because that's your logo. That's your title. Yes.
That is the company name.
That is the company
That's
name.
my brand.
Yes, so I'm not gonna.
Thanks for branding it.
No problem. I'm gonna trademark that. Okay. So, this is our first episode of Ava Divine's Bad Advice.
It sure is.
What do you think?
I think it's great. What are we doing here?
Well, we are answering my fans' fabulous questions, and they're going to hear my crazy bad advice take on it, as well as yours. And I wanted you to be on this podcast with me because you are a hetero, boring, vanilla man.
Square.
Yes, very square, L7. But I wanted your take on some of my fans' questions because I want different perspectives. And I figured my perspective is fluid, nutso, butso, and crazy. And I kind of wanted to hear what your take would be on some of these questions, right?
A little more science and analytical.
Yes. And you know what? I'll be honest. You're very book smart.
Thank you.
And yes, and you have a lot of knowledge and you like to read. I don't. I act off emotions. So I think there'd be a nice balance. What do you think?
I think that sounds great. And you're no stranger to fitness yourself, as you just flexed for everybody. Yeah. You've been doing great. That takes a lot of time to build up a good base of muscle like that. And you have a really good physique. I'm really proud of you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for all your training.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Looking better and better. You look better now than you did when I first met you.
Well, I'm in a different, era of my life. And honestly, I just feel like I'm better in mind, body, and spirit. But like you've been along for 10 years, 10 years plus.
I've been along for the ride.
Yeah, for all of my eras.
Yes, eras.
Yeah, eras like wrong and eras of life. Yeah.
No, I remember 10 years ago when we met and you were rolling around 24 Fitness. And you were with another trainer at the time.
Yes, our friend.
That's when I first heard who you were.
Do tell.
One of the trainers comes up to me and he goes, "Do you know who that is?" And I'm like, "I don't know who it is. Who is it?" And he basically said, we said Ava Divine. He said, it goes like this. He puts you in a lineup and you made top 3. Like Jenna Jameson.
3.
He goes, Jenna Jameson,
Love Jenna
one
Jameson.
more, and then her. I'm like, really? Because I'm not going to lie. I've seen before. I just never had any favorite characters.
Wow. Who is this that told you this? One of the trainers?
Mike.
Mike?
He'll call him the Dice Man. Mickey McDice.
That's job worthy. Thank you.
He'll probably watch this. So yeah, that'll be great. But yeah, he let me know who you were. And then I guess shortly after that, Amy ended up getting out of the business, who was your trainer at the time. And she sent you my way.
Yeah. And what did I tell you when I first met you? Do you remember?
I
gotta refresh your memory. Other than pull out your no, I'm teasing. I was like,
not really.
Not really, yeah. I was like, you gotta be my girlfriend.
Oh, that's right.
My counselor. And you're like, I've been married. I get it. Because I'm very emotional, as we all know. And I need you to like, talk to me.
When it comes to personal training, that's usually how it goes anyway. We come to get people's bodies in shape, but we also try to get their mind in shape as well, because there can't be a physical transformation really without a mental transformation.
I believe it.
And there's two ways to transform. Some people are like, I got to get my head right first and then the body will follow. But sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes you just have to start taking the action and then wait for the mind to catch up. Sometimes, other people can see your potential and believe in you more than you can at the time. And it's very helpful. And that's one of the reasons why having a trainer that, knows what they're doing. And I mean, I have a certification in behavior change as well.
Wow,
so it's not just,
look at you. I didn't know all
personal
about that.
training, behavior change, and sports nutrition.
Yeah, I just hired you because you were hot. So
Yeah. Well, I had a recommendation.
Yeah. I really enjoy our journey together and we're having a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Can I do your?
Oh, of course. Don't you know it's all about me? It's
right?
always about
Can we get
me.
back to you
Yes,
real quick?
Can we? As you can tell, I was like, duh, it's not about me. Okay.
Right.
But go for it.
So anyway, since we were going to do this, I decided to go ahead and see what Chat GPT says.
Shut up.
It's GPT,
Yeah,
not GBT.
I call it Chat GPT. Shut up. Like fucking ball torture. That's
So
what
I wanted to see what
call it.
Chat had to say, because I mean, I've known you for 10 years and I've heard some of the stories, but it turns out those 10 years, there was a lot of things I didn't know.
Exactly. I leave a lot of stuff out.
So, Ava Divine,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use your real name here.
Sure.
That's okay, right? Born Gina Giacco, January 22nd of 19 something.
74.
Oh,
No,
there you go.
I own it. Look,
Where's
look how
that
good I
accent?
look.
Where's that accent from? You look
Strong
amazing.
Island.
Yep.
Strong Island, New York.
Yeah, you look better now than you did 10 years ago. That's
Keep
the
going.
crazy
Keep
part.
telling me more.
You're well-known American, former adult film actress, but I know you came out of retirement
did.
now, so that's
In
changed.
February.
You rose to prominence in the graphic industry in 2003.
Yes.
And over your career, you've appeared in more than 265 films. I feel like that's lowballing
Yeah,
it.
totally.
Is that like just the ones that made it on DVD and VHS?
I don't
Did we stop
know.
there?
I was like, well, because I guess maybe because the internet wasn't out. I don't know.
True.
Because they said former too.
And
so.
that's one thing I want to say. I know you don't like the term star. You like to be called, you call it
adult film actress.
adult film actress. See the difference, especially now since everybody and their sister and mom has, and everybody's making basically graphic content.
Totally. Yeah.
But you were doing it at a time where you couldn't just bust out the old camera and just go to work and then throw some stuff out there. You had to get like hired and chosen and audition.
Yes, most definitely. Like I feel like I graduated from the School of Hard Knocks, or shall I say School of Hard.
Yeah, there you go. And some people have said basically, they call Tom Cruise like the last real movie star because there isn't anymore. You're like one of the last real stars.
Wow.
You're taller
Thank
than
you.
Tom Cruise too. So how does that make you feel?
I'm probably equally gayer, or equally gay, maybe, or gayer.
Yeah.
I'm probably gayer. Let's be real. But anyway.
All right. So you've earned a range of nicknames and stage pseudonyms such as Lady of the Lake.
Totally.
What does that mean?
Lady of the Lake is a Monty Python, a mythical creature of a female that would anyone at any time, anywhere, and she had these sexual powers, which
You kind of have.
yeah, that's me.
I did know. I did end up training one of your. What would you call him? He was a manager or something, I guess.
Oh, the agent.
Yes, the agent, and he did say. He was like, and he said, when it comes, he said, you're probably one of the few that's actually a nymphomaniac and you really do enjoy what you do. Yeah, he called legit.
And that's
You're
a really
not
big
acting.
compliment coming from him.
Yeah, that's a serious
huge,
dude. That's a
'cause,
serious dude.
So serious. He's
So
amazing.
All right. So then we have Mrs. Divine and then the Barracuda, which you don't even.
No.
Where
But I like that. That the Barracuda is like a vicious
Yeah, it's a fish.
Animal?
And they look,
Yeah.
they look, and they snap their.
fish, whatever.
Yeah, it is.
And they like devour.
And others.
Okay.
So your stage persona was particularly noted for your surgically enhanced figure.
What else? Okay. Keep going.
Are those real?
really mine. Really fake.
What do you call bolt-ons?
Yeah.
There you go. They do tricks. They have the implants that are going to light up. Are you thinking about maybe getting?
No, because if you put a flashlight by my tit or the sun, you
can light it up anyway. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. No need for another boob job.
LEDs, yeah, exactly.
Bold performance style.
Yes.
And explicit willingness to perform a wide variety of sexual acts.
Yes, that's true. But what else?
What goes into major highlights? What
I think they're missing the most important thing.
Help me out here. My
ultimate nasty, creative, dirty talk.
Oh, okay.
That's not added.
Well,
ChatGPT better recognize.
Well, it says the highlights of your career. You won an AVN in 2005 for best oral scene.
I have great skills.
You in your performance and following
Francesca Lay.
Yeah, that's
Hello,
what it
girl.
says, and others. Mm-hmm. And I guess you were nominated for a runner-up for a burrito.
Yes, the most outrageous scene.
Yes,
it was an outrageous scene.
It's a burrito. How did you not win that? Do you remember what?
I think it's politics, to be quite honest with you. But I don't know. Somebody else's boring scene beat me, but whatever. I thought it was a great scene.
Yeah.
But I'm biased.
I actually do know the number, but I'm not gonna say the number. It was a lot.
Yeah.
And like more than you would think.
Yeah, and they were all very lovely. Nobody me though. I was very angry about that. No penetration.
All right, so it says that you had breast surgery revision due to complications from previous implants, and you reduced to a 36 double D size before resuming your work. Yeah. Those aren't 36 double D,
no,
are they?
Are not. But that's outdated. That information. And chat, you got to recognize.
Well, chat says it's in 2000. He's giving you a background. That's the
background.
A little bit of background.
Yes.
Yeah, by 2015, over a decade of work in adult films, you officially retired from pornographic films and escorting and began engaging in private shows on Skype from your residence in Las Vegas. But as we already talked about, you're back in the biz.
Yes, I am. But I will give the backdoor story of how I became.
Well, I was definitely interested. I want to know how little Gina was rolling around one day and then became Ava Divine, Lady of the Lake, the Barracuda.
Yes, the Lady of the Lake, definitely. But okay, so
best oral scene.
Yes,
extraordinaire.
Okay. I will. Yes, the extraordinaire. I'll tell you. Well, first, shall I tell you about how I got my name?
How did you come up with the name Ava Divine?
I'll tell you. Okay, so I picked Ava Divine because I love that name, Ava. I thought it was a classy name for a trashy girl because I like the dichotomy of it. Then I wanted that name Ava Adore. It's a Smashing Pumpkins, my favorite band. They have a song called Ava Adore. So I wanted that name. I thought it was really pretty. It would ring a bell. But I was really scared about getting sued by them because I love them. And so I was like,
Billy Corgan seems kind of cool. You think he would have done it now looking back? He would have came out after you?
I don't know.
Maybe a manager.
I don't know.
Someone that owns something would have. Yeah.
I'm not really sure. So that's why I was like, I don't know I don't know if it's trademark. I don't know all the legalities of that BS.
You're not a lawyer, like you said at the beginning of the show. You don't have a degree in anything. You're not a lawyer. You're not a doctor.
That's right. But I am a sexpert.
Yes.
So I was like, my sexpert experience would be probably they'd sue me. I don't know. So I just said, all right, let me change the last name. So I said Divine because I love Divine, the drag queen in the 70s, John Waters. Do you know of her?
I do. I don't. Okay. But I do now.
Yeah. Well, love her. Anyway, she's a drag queen.
Yeah, just so you know, when it comes to like any important people in porn or drag queen, you're gonna have to help. You're gonna have to help me out. My background. You want to talk about how to build your bicep?
Yeah,
I got
exactly.
you.
So no Chi LaRue.
I got you.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway. So I was like, all right, Divine, because I love Divine, the drag queen. And then I thought Divine Brown, the girl that off Hugh Grant back in the day.
Oh, I do remember that. Big.
Hot, big sucking lips. Loved her. Anyway, so I was like, Divine, that's a cute name. Then I was going to say Delight because I love the band Delight. So I was like, I don't know. I thought Divine rolled nicely. So I said Divine. And then I shot my first scene, which was Filthy First Timers. I forgot the number. but 34 or something like that. And I shot
You were
that.
the 34th first timer?
For filthy first timers, yeah. But I did see Mr. Chris's, like he interviewed me before I went to shoot the scene with him. And I was like, all right, like when is this going to happen? I was very excited. But anyway, so somebody bought all my domains of Divine, right? The way you should spell divine. So when I was trying to, back in the day, I was trying to buy my, get my own website going on and get that name. And then it was all gone. So then I guess I looked up like who bought it or something. And then I had to ask them, can I buy my name back? And they're like, oh yeah, for an, extraordinary amount of money. So I was like, all right, I'm going to change the I to an E. And now it's Divine. Like that's a real last name. So that's how I came up with the name.
So you could have bought the I back.
Yeah, but
kind
they
of
were
like Wheel of Fortune. Can I buy a vowel?
Exactly.
And they were like, no, they're too expensive.
No Vanna White there. Yeah, they were like,
when you needed her.
Exactly. Flip that. E to an I. Give me that name. But whatever. So it's fine. So that's how it worked out. But
what made you want to do in the first place?
Okay.
Like how does one? Because I know it's not like. I don't think anybody just like starts smoking crack one day, right? They have some drinks, then they have this, and then next thing you know, they're down. Not that a starts being
but believe it or not, when I was 5 years old, my cousins asked me, what do you want to be when you get older? And for some bizarre reason, I was like, what's the sexiest thing you could be? I don't know how I learned that. And they're like, a Playboy bunny. And I'm like, okay, that's what I want to be. I want to be a Playboy bunny when I get older. And I was obsessed with boobs. So I loved Dolly Parton when I was little growing up. That I'd put my knees over my t-shirt and I'd be like, Mom, I got boobies, look. And I'd always walk around in her heels and put makeup on. I was very glam.
So you like to be fabulous?
I did. I loved being fabulous, glamorous. I loved wearing mink coats and beads and jewelry and driving around in little cars and drinking my orange juice, pretending I was drinking screwdrivers, So I was like starting up as an addict as a young age. And
that's right. You did just take 18 years sober. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. July 29th.
Yeah, that's amazing.
2007. Yeah, what a gift. But so I don't know. I just always I was raised that sex wasn't a bad thing. It was like it wasn't frowned upon, thank God. Sexuality wasn't, disgusting or like bisexuality, lesbian. It wasn't frowned upon at all in my family. So, I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know if my parents would be comfortable with that, but it wasn't they never told me, "Oh, you don't be gay, don't be." There was nothing like that.
It wasn't your standard Generation X upbringing.
No, I don't even know what that means, but no, probably not.
No, okay. That's where a lot of the gay slurs and stuff. I mean, it was some of the worst stuff you could be called back then.
Yeah, no, it was never like that. Or wasn't really thrown around in the. I mean, my dad would yell at me for dressing really skanky, but I mean, when you're a teenager and you have a cute body, what are you supposed to do? But so so I was very comfortable with my sexuality, and I loved it, and I was very experimental, which I loved, So I just embraced my sexuality, and I got into the sex industry.
So basically, you're living your dream.
Yes, I was always no qualms about sex. But anyway, so I got into the sex industry at a very young age, 18. I was a phone girl for an escort service.
Okay.
And
now phone girl, not as in phone girl.
No, a phone girl that the people would call me from the escort ads in the yellow pages or the things
yellow pages.
Yeah, or the things they pass out on the strip. So he would call and say, "Hi, can I see Luna?" And there'd be a picture of a Latin girl, and I'd be like, "Oh, okay, Luna. Who's Latin on the list? That's which is available tonight? That looks like Luna on the pamphlet." And then I'd call, "Oh, hey, Tori. Hey, are you available to go to the
girls
Hilton?"
working weren't actually on the pamphlets?
No, not at all. Yeah, and I know.
False advertising.
Yeah, but
getting catfished back in the day, immediately, even paying for it.
Exactly. So then I would send Tori to go see Jim Bob at the Hilton. So I was doing that, and then I was the company owner of the service.
As one does to move up.
Well, my motto is you got to give to get ahead. So I did a lot of sucking, and I got ahead because he fired me, or I fired myself, one or the other. But yeah, so I left, and then I went to another service, and then the owner of that service fired me again, and he's like, "You're gonna start working."
So, but he fired you to rehire you, basically.
Yes,
so
yes.
really,
Well, actually, he promoted me.
Yes, there you go.
We
Promoted
go.
from on the phones. He's like, you're gonna get out. It's like sales. You're selling on the phones.
You're
now you're
so
gonna get out
good,
there, and you're going out in the real world for some business to business sales.
Yes. And the funny thing is that I was so sexual before that I met this lady. I was working at a handbag store at Bally's Hotel. And I met this lady, and she goes, you know, you have sex a lot. She's like, you're very slutty. I'm like, yeah, I know, I love it. And she's like, why don't you make money from it? And I'm like, really? You think I can? And she's like, yeah. She's like, you're hot. You know, you could do it.
I've heard girls say that. They're like, they're like, well, no, that's not true. I was a slut. I didn't get paid.
Yeah, well, I was a slut, but then I was like, let me advance to being a whore because I love sex and I don't have a problem with it. But leading up to that,
I will say that around the gym, you could always find the good things in people, no matter what they look like. Yeah, you.
I know.
You were like, oh my God, he's gross, in a hot kind of way.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You would always find the nicest things about people. People always want to come up, give you hugs. It was a little hush-hush at first because they'd be like, hey, get me on the side. They'd be like, hey, is that? And I'm like, yeah, it is. I'm like, she's really nice. You want to meet her? They're like, yeah, don't tell my wife.
I love that because I think sexy is not just about like a tiny waist. I think like sex appeal is like goes much
when you
deeper.
Ooze sex.
Yeah, or like even like I have a gift. I could find beauty in anything. Like even my girls, oh my God, there's a lady at the cashier and she's disgusting, and I'm like, but she had great lashes, or like she had great nails. Like I don't know. I see it. I point it out. I'm like, and I. You know, like, I don't know. I could tap into that. And I think
that's not the only skill you have, though, for tapping into things, is it?
Enlighten me. What are you talking about?
Well, for one thing, you can make a name for somebody on the spot. We had a lot of those. Another thing I think you're talking about that you can tell, and you've done this.
I'm a sexual
You've done this at the gym. You can tell what people are into just by like no words. You didn't even ask their name, the one dude's name, and you knew what he was into.
He's a butt sniffer.
And then you see people naked, I guess.
I do. I'm such a sexual empath. I used to sit on the plane and I could watch people walk by and I would stare at their crotch and I could picture what kind of they had. Then I could look at people and I could like picture them all orgasming. I don't know how. Yeah. I'm like, oh, wow, I bet that's what she looks like when she comes.
You knew you could see their O face.
And it's very arousing to me. I'm like, oh, you're going to get down like that. And then also I could kind of tell what people are into. I don't know.
Oh, I've seen you do it.
Yeah.
I've seen you do it firsthand. So now you're not a phone girl anymore.
Yes. Okay,
now you're hooked. We're working our way to becoming a star.
Exactly. So let me fast forward. So I'm the best ever. Thank you. I couldn't get the word out.
I don't know if chat said that. It said you were pretty good, but
yeah, no, I was really good. Like the agency was like, "We love you." I'm like, I'm in love. Every time I would leave, I'd come back with the agency fee. I'd be like, I'm in love. He was so hot. I'm in love. And they're like, okay. They're like, bachelor party. I'm like, I'll go. I don't need anybody else. I'll go by myself. I never said no to anything. They're like, this guy's into, I'm all about it. Send me. I'll go. So anyway, so this is what happened. So I'm being the best ever. I'm like, hey, to my fan, I'm like, my client, I'm like, hey, I'll see you tomorrow night. And he goes, no, I can't. I go, why? I just swallowed your. What are you talking about? And you in the. What are we talking about? Why aren't you going to see me tomorrow? Oh, because I'm going to see this star. I'm like, oh, really?
Wow.
Who's this star you're going to see? And he gave me her name, looked her up, covered jobs, no this, no. And what she was charging triple what I charged.
Wow.
And I was like, what? And I was like, okay, okay, watch this. I'm going to go and shoot porn videos, get three titles under my belt. Then I'm going to be like, I'm a star, mother. And I'm going to charge.
Back then you were going for that. star
yes,
name.
Yes, you better believe it. I was like, I'm gonna get three videos under my belt.
That was the plan. Just three.
Just three. 3 titles. Gonna charge star rates, and you could all off, right? But then I did it, and I loved it. And then I did way more than what was requested. What was
but you overdid the 265.
Yeah, and I loved it. Yeah, and I had a really good time because it's like I can express my sexual creativity in like a safe environment. Like how can you not want that?
That's amazing.
Yeah. So that's how Gina became Ava Divine.
There we go.
And a star slut was born. How's that? Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So now, since we of course spoke about me, how about yourself? Tell the audience, the fans, the adoring fans, a little bit about yourself.
Absolutely. I've been a trainer for over 10 years now.
Wow. So I popped your cherry?
Pretty much.
All right.
From the beginning, I actually think, because people stay around for a really long time. I've had people train with me, 7, 8 years at this point. But
sorry.
You've been around almost since the very beginning.
I love that.
Yeah. But I always wanted to be a personal trainer. I was married and I went up to my wife and I told her, I said, I want to go be a personal trainer. And she was like, no, you're not. How are you going to pay for all this?
Oof.
Well, she was right. And I thought about it too. I'm like, you're right. Because whenever you switch careers, you don't get to start out at the top. You have to build up to get back there in a career switch. It's not like moving up in the same
It doesn't happen over night.
Yeah, it's like goodbye, that life. Here comes a new life. And she was right. So I stayed at a miserable job. I was in charge of like 23 people. I'm doing TPS reports. It's from just from a movie, whatever. We're a lot of reporting.
Penis humiliation, SPH.
It is humiliating sitting there with a spreadsheet all day. Yeah. But anyway, so I kept doing that. And then when I got divorced, I had the opportunity to remake my life however I wanted it. So I said, you know what? You can have everything. I'm gonna take off. And then it cut down my monthly nut, obviously, to a point where I could.
What monthly nut?
Yes. You know what that means.
No, I don't. your monthly orgasms?
No, that's how much money it takes for you to live a month. Nut. They call it a nut.
Oh.
They really do call it a nut.
Oh, all right.
They really.
I was like, okay.
You know that, right? No, you never heard that?
Right? Me neither.
They call it, yeah. They
I'm
go,
like your monthly orgasms?
All right, so when someone's, they're go like, well, I'm making whatever, 10 grand. They're, well, what's your nut? Well, that means how much do you have to pay to break even every month? So obviously, if it's super high and you're going to make $0, that's not going to work out. And then, I had a house and I had bills to pay. So I let her have everything. We split. And then I started working at 24 Hour Fitness where we met and you don't make any money there. So that's when I had to do the fake Chippendale pictures to make up.
I love that.
So I'd literally stand on the strip.
You sledded it out.
Yeah, I did. In the tie and cufflinks and jeans, and people would. I was so surprised that it worked because guy from Thunder from Down Under meets up with me, and he goes, he goes, all right, here's the deal. I'm like, we're gonna just stand there, and people are gonna pay to take pictures of us. They had a booth for Chippendales, but at the booth, they paid you an hourly and then maybe they tip you. This guy's like, don't stand at that booth. Stand out there.
Work the crowd.
Yeah,
work
and
the audience.
let them take the picture with their own phone. I'm like, they're going to take it with their own phone and they're going to pay us or tip us. And they did. And I'm 35 at the time. I'm like, I'm 35, man. Don't you think I'm a little old? He goes, it's perfect. He goes from 18 to 70. And then there was 3 of us. So we had like a guy older than me and then we had a guy younger than me. So there was like the whole array, and then people would just stop and go crazy.
Did you oil up?
What's that?
Did you put like oil?
I did not. I didn't have a nice shine on like you do today. But I mean, I probably should have. We didn't know what we were doing. But it's so funny because if you did it anywhere else. So one of the guys I work with is like, I'm going to go do this in LA and see what kind of money I can make. Yeah. And when I'm like, I'm not doing that because it's different in Vegas. People are walking around, they expect to have a good time. Yeah. They see some dude that's ripped with a bow tie on. They're like, woo!
I'll sign
exactly.
Up.
And girls are just as bad as dudes.
But are they cheap? That's the question.
Yeah, most people aren't.
Okay.
I will say this though,
What year was
I can
this?
kind of understand the gay for pay because those gay dudes would
Gay for
always
pay
tip
is
more.
essential
No, they would
in
tip
life.
really well. They did have one. This is the farthest where they had one where like, can we all just like grab your crotch when we take this picture and we'll give you $50 each. We're like, have at it.
Good. I like it. What's my motto? You got to give, get ahead. Thank you. Thank
Right.
you. Okay.
Well, we never got to that point, but still.
Yes, close.
Yeah. So
Just a tip.
the funny thing about it, I was really happy. So I worked at 24 Hour Fitness and did that until I had a client base, which you were one of those people. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
When I went independent over at City Athletic.
Which we had fun. Crazy times.
That was an amazing place. I miss it still. Even though we were at the best gym in the world now, currently, that place was basically like the Muscle Beach, only in Vegas.
Very true.
And you just saw people, The Rock came through. I mean, I could go on and on about the names. And you know how it is where we're at now. I won't say the names because it is a private gym, but there's plenty of people up in there.
And it's a great gym.
So, that's kind of what happened. And even though the switchover was one of the hardest times of my life, it was definitely worth it. I think sometimes, when you go through the struggle and come out the other side, that's where the character is built. And that's how especially when I'm training somebody, that's experience on my part that I can share with them. Like, you've seen my fat picture, I wasn't always in shape. People think I played college sports and just showed up, and I'm one of those guys where everything went his way. You're thinking, oh,
for sure.
He's a tall, white guy. He's never suffered. No, I've had plenty of things happen. I mean, I've been to jail.
I love that. What else?
What else? There needs to be more.
Why'd you go to jail?
I'll say it. I never got a DUI for drinking and driving, but those pills, man, I couldn't, because I would always say this. I say with the alcohol, I could get one eye open.
I've heard about
and good. That, yeah. With the pills, I was driving like this, like both eyes closed, and it just started out. Got a DUI, get a lawyer. Got a DUI, same lawyers like, listen, you got two of these things because all you have to do is not get another one. And I meant what I said when I said it. I was like, of course I wouldn't get another one. Are you crazy? Yeah. I would be stupid to go out and do this again. And then that's exactly what happened. I couldn't see my son that day. I was divorced, right? Couldn't see him, whatever. I threw my keys under the sofa and then took some pills thinking I won't find my keys, and then woke up in jail. So I ended up having to do 7.5 months, which was quite a long time to be in jail. It's a crazy place.
Any gay sex?
Nah, not really. Okay, there was fighting. There are two rules they would come in. The cool ones, the COs, they'd be like, fighting. Oof. Yeah.
I guess
the only thing that happened while I was there was some fighting, but I didn't know of anybody. It's not prison. There's a difference between jail and prison for sure. When they're there, they call it gay for this day. When they're there for a long time, I guess dudes get down. But since I was serving, it was 2 6-month suspended sentences, and it ended up being 7.5 months. But I sat in a place that wasn't really made to spend that much time. They told me I would have been more comfortable in prison. However, I didn't go to prison. I'm not a felon, so that's a good thing.
Thank God.
And then I was able to come out, and
there's nothing wrong with felons, I have to say. We just.
Not at all. I personally think that you should be able to, after a while, and you can, but you have to hire a lawyer and stuff. But if you've gone to prison and you've done your time, why do you have this thing that follows you around for the rest of your life where you can't vote, where you can't do all this stuff? It's like, well, did he change? I don't really agree with the whole felon thing following you around for the rest of it, but you definitely don't want one. I never got a felony, thank God.
Well, can I interrupt? Round of applause, because I thought you were a square, boring mother. Like, bravo. We got some jail time under the belt, little drugs and sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm gonna piggyback with what you were sharing. Mm-hmm. My fan has a question, because now let's get to the bad advice.
Absolutely.
Okay, so here's what my fan's asking. Joey K from Tampa asks, Miss Ava, I'm experimenting with my bisexuality. Totally love that for you, Joey. I want to venture more into the gay community. But being a bit of a chubby body type, do you think if I lose weight, I'll be more accepted? That's a good question for you. Why don't you answer it first?
Absolutely. It's never a bad time to lose weight if you're holding more body fat than you would like. And I think the reality of the situation is this, not just in the gay community, but any community. One of my clients asked me, you know him really well, but when he first started with me, he asked and he said, Kyle, do the muscles make a difference? And I didn't even hesitate. I said, absolutely. There's no bad time to get in shape. And like I said, there's no physical transformation without a mental transformation. Yeah. So I really think that taking his fitness seriously, for whatever the reason, I'm not really too concerned what people's reasons are, just the fact that they do it. I also think it gives one more confidence in themselves, just showing that they can stick to something that's not easy to do.
For sure.
If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Well, yes.
But don't let anyone fool you. Everybody would like to have a banging body. There's no one, I don't care what they say. Oh, I'm very happy. It's great. Self-love is good. But totally. I do believe that taking care of your body is part of self-love.
I like that. I believe it. Okay.
And you know what? They're worth it. You're worth it.
I love it. Tell Joey K he's worth it.
Joey K, you're worth it, buddy. Get in there. If you need some help, get a trainer. That's the best way to go if you can afford one. So that way you can take the guesswork out. You have accountability. You don't have any guesswork. You don't have to try to reinvent the wheel. You can get in there, start making changes, start making gains, and get out there and start having that gay sex you're looking for.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So, I guess you want to hear my bad advice?
I want to hear what you will tell Joey K.
I like what you said. And I agree with a lot of what you said, believe it or not. But there is a quote that I really, truly love from a piece of literature that is very close to my heart. And it says, once the spiritual malady is overcome, you will straighten out mentally and physically. Page 64. Just, whatever. But for me, I believe for me, my experience, strength, and hope is when if I'm not spiritually connected, I will chase more surgery, more starvation, more restriction, more binging, whatever, because my body, my rules suck, obviously, right? My rules take me to jails, institutions, and death. But I feel that if I'm spiritually connected, then my goals are more attainable because it's more realistic. I suffer from perfectionism, which is a character defect. And it's either all or nothing, right? So it's either I want to be rail skinny. I'm going to start today. I'm going to starve myself, right? And then what happens? I wind up binging.
Yeah, you burn out and binge.
Yeah, I wind up binging and gaining weight.
There was a time we couldn't get you before you were with me, training with me, but we couldn't get you out of the gym. I remember that one training, and we'd tell you, he'd be like, go
but also,
home.
Yeah, but also there's times where you're like, Ava, you're in bulking season because I couldn't stop eating.
Well, that was after that because you were going hard one way, you go hard the other way.
But Joey, that's how I roll. It's either one extreme or the other. Either I'll starve, restrict, not eat, get crazy, get obsessive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because also another piece of literature that says, it starts in the mind rather than the body. So my mind has an obsession.
Obsession definitely starts in the mind.
Exactly, right? And then I'm getting obsessed with these weird thoughts of whatever. How do I manipulate my body? How do I, and then the compulsion kicks in because it's unrealistic.
Yeah.
That's why I did drugs for many years too, other than, I'm an addict, but I would binge so I wouldn't eat, right? And then
at least that's what you told yourself.
Yeah, that's what I told myself. But what did I choose? I chose crystal and Coke, right?
Or if you're trying not to eat.
Yeah, and phentermine and whatever else that's speedy and going to take my appetite away. But, a true addict knows how to party that hard where there's no appetite. But anyway, but that's what I sought after. And then I would starve myself, right? And then I would restrict. Then my body would collapse and I had no choice but to binge, right? I'm starving. My body's starving. But I even do that in sobriety too, right? I've starved myself or I eat crap and my body's starving and I'm not nourishing it. So I'm starving. My body's like, and then I got this allergic reaction to flour and sugar, right? So then and empty calories. So now I'm craving more flour and sugar, right?
Well, they have shown that there's a dopamine hit with sugar.
Exactly. Same thing as Coke, same thing as gambling, by the way. Yeah.
I won't say eating sugar is as good as doing a line of Coke. However, it is. It does hit the same part. It hits the same part of the brain.
Yes, I read that too.
So it's a lesser, it's basically, it's a lesser of a hit, but it's still a hit.
Exactly.
And obviously, I mean, one of the problems we have right now is an obesity epidemic in America. Now, Ozempic came out and a lot of people are losing a lot of weight on it.
Yeah, I tried it.
But it used to, it used to be if someone like, I had a client there that lost 100 pounds and he did it without it. And and when that happened, I'm saying back then, this is like 2014, 2015, 2016.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah. You know, good old Joey G. Anyway, he, but he did it. He lifted weights. He ate the food. He did the cardio, and he actually maintained his weight loss versus, well, I'm on the drug now, and now I'm not on the drug. I'm on the drug now, then I'm not on the drug. And one of the biggest problems is when you use a drug to solve the problem.
You got to rely on it.
Well, yeah, exactly. Now you haven't changed behavior. You haven't changed
mental, emotional, spiritual.
You haven't changed anything. The drug did it for you.
Yep.
And I really do believe that there's many experiences in life that they mean something when you do the work for it. Not when it's handed to you.
Sure.
It's like that one kid that gets the nice new car and didn't have to pay for everything, goes out and wrecks it. He doesn't care, and then he gets another car. No big deal. But that kid works for that car, dude, cleaning it, washing it, taking care of it, because that car represents hard work. And I think that everybody you need to find those challenges in life. I just know from my own addiction issues that when I'm not challenged or not finding a challenge, then I get restless, irritable, and discontent no matter how good things are going. And then I want to change the way I feel.
Exactly. And for me, there's no willpower or self-discipline. I want to lay in bed and have bonbons and all day, right? I can't will myself to go, I'm not going to eat that. I'm going to go to the gym, right? I mean, granted, you
can will yourself over to that espresso machine, though, can't you?
You better believe it. It's my, so having a trainer for me is like a 12-step program. I need a sponsor. I can't do it by myself, right? I need to be accountable to you. I need to be like, we're going to show up at 10. Really, I want off life, but like I got to show up. I made the commitment. So Joey K, what would you sum it up?
Sum it up, Joey K. Get some help.
Get some help. By a trainer.
If you can afford it, get a trainer. If not, there's a lot of stuff out there that you can use. There's apps. There is other things. However, if someone's not willing to even make the monetary investment, usually they're not that serious. Anybody that I've really helped out, like gave them a really good deal because they say they really want it. It works 0 times so far. People that have come up and they're like, I'm ready. They actually stick around and make the change.
Exactly. It's an investment. Health is priceless.
So you got plenty of millionaires and billionaires that would give up all their money if they could have their health back.
Yes,
and they can't. It's too late. Unless science comes out with something new, we're all slowly dying, but they're slowly dying in an agonizing, slow, and happy way. I'd rather just be doing all my stuff and then fall over dead one day, and then that's it. I don't want to waste away in a bed. They even say, working out doesn't really add years to your life, but it adds life to your years.
I like that. There we go, Joey K. And guess what? You know what, Joey? I work out to work. So maybe that's some motivation for you.
I heard you beating out some of these 30-year-olds with this reverse cowgirl. Like you're getting down them squats. How about them squats?
They tap out before I do. Just saying.
She's a beast. Yeah. She's an amazing squatter and deadlifter. You can see it on her social media.
So Joey K, work out to work. It's your motivation. Okay, you guys. Well, we're going to have to wrap it up. That wraps up another episode of Ava Divine's Bad Advice. Our first episode, actually.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Who will be my next bad advice receiver? Yeah, are you a top or a bottom? Either way, you're going to receive my bad advice. Got questions? Ask away at badadvicequestion@gmail.com. So ask away, everybody. Maybe I can give you some bad advice. But also, before we end this, Kyle, you got to plug your stuff.
Oh, if you're looking for me, K-Flex Fitness on Instagram, you can see me there. You can DM me. The website's everything's K-Flex Fitness.
Good. I guess nobody stole his domain.
No, I got in there and got it. Thank goodness.
Whatever.
Someone tried though, and they add a little letter or something on the side, but nope, it's mine.
So find Kyle at everywhere.
K-Flex Fitness.
Letter K.
Flex.
Right?
FLEX.
Fitness.com.
.com.
Okay.
Thanks.
Ciao. Bye, you guys. Thank you.